Talk! Hello everyone, I'm Stephanie.
I'm Adam.
And welcome to Meeple Talk. So we've got another local Canadian edition game for you this week. This time it's called 5 Minute Dungeon. So it is by, Connor Reid is the creator. I never met him myself, but I'm sure he's a very nice fellow. Mm-hmm. Also, Spin Masters are the producers and distributors there. And it's a pretty quick game. I don't know, Adam, would you like to say how you came across it?
Oh, sure, yeah. So I went to Forest City Comic Con. Steph was out canoeing in the north of Canada, so couldn't make it.
Nope.
But I met the game designer and ended up playing for an hour with him on a 4-player game. And we went through most of the bosses, so that was pretty great. So that's how I was introduced to the game. I had heard about it before. As you may know, this was a Kickstarter. It's now being sold in retail with the cool hourglass box. Oh. Yeah, so it's a very quick game. In fact, it's 5 minutes.
Yeah. So generally what it is that we all have, you can play up to 5 people. You have your set of cards or certain weapons and other resources available to you. Your special character cards, which is 2-sided. You may have some extra special features. But then you've got your bosses, and they all escalate from generally mild to extremely crazy. And you've also got your deck of certain obstacles or people that you'll need to defeat, plus some extra special mini-bosses inserted in there. So every level that you're going to go up, you have 5 minutes to try to defeat the entire deck for that particular, bigger boss.
And then the final boss, yeah.
Exactly. And they will have certain items that you need to throw down in order to defeat them, whether they're scrolls, whether they're swords or shields, things like that.
Yeah.
Or sometimes you'll have special event cards that might say everyone discards their hand, or you have to defeat 2 mini-bosses in a row to try to proceed.
Yeah, and those are mixed in more and more with the harder and harder bosses.
Exactly.
You have more cards, and so it's harder and harder to defeat. But it's a very fast game, and did we mention it was cooperative and real time?
Yes, exactly. So we're all throwing down and see what we got available to us. Now, normally we usually go over the visual look of the board and describe a little bit about components and gameplay. Since this is so short, we've presented to you an actual run-through just to see how it gets, just to get a feel for it.
How you play it, yeah.
Yeah, let's
so
check it
we're
out.
going to play it for you right now.
Yeah.
All right, so here we have a 3-player game set up. Just for your information, we have 2 other player cards just sitting here so you can see them. Mm-hmm. These are not playing, it's just the 3 of us. And we have our cell phone we're going to use as a timer. And we each have 4 cards in our hand, and we're ready to go.
And this is an example, too, where we've got our starting boss, and then our deck that we're going to have to try to defeat before we get to that baby boss. So, we are setting that timer for 5 minutes. You ready? All right, let's do this. Go!
Go!
Arrow.
Sword.
Okay.
Done. Okay.
Good.
Jump.
Scroll.
Okay.
Awesome.
Nice.
Wild card.
Double shield.
Arrow. Oh, crap. Overdid it.
I can defeat an obstacle. Good.
Awesome. Okay.
I have an arrow.
Arrow, wild card. Done.
Good.
Okay, let's do it.
All players, pass your hand
to the other player.
Okay.
All right, let's go
Very
this
good.
way. All right, nice.
That card's gone. Event.
Who's this?
2
Look over
dungeon
the next
cards.
2 dungeon cards.
Okay, so we're going to flip up 2. We have to defeat them both.
Okay, 2 jumps.
I have one of these.
Arrow.
Can you use a jump for each?
I like to have separate cards, so I'll put it
Separate
there.
cards?
So
Okay.
that one's done.
That one's done? Okay.
All right, so, and this one's left. Did we have anything on this?
Wild card.
Good.
Yep.
Okay. We need 3 arrows.
Arrows.
Okay, that's going to be
Let's
tough.
see here.
It's a mini boss. All players draw 1 card.
All players draw 1 card. Okay.
I think that's
Another arrow. Done.
Okay.
I will discard 3 cards. Both of you draw 2.
Okay.
Oh wow. We don't have any.
Okay, I'm going to
shields.
discard
This is
3
bad.
cards.
I have 2 shields.
And Adam, you draw 4.
Okay.
I have 2 shields out. 3rd shield.
Okay, what else do we need?
What is
Wild
this?
card.
Awesome, done.
Okay, thank you for that. I have 1.
Sword.
Need 1 more.
Wild card. There we
Okay,
go.
Good.
Shield.
This is killing us.
It's an obstacle.
I'm going
Wild
to defeat
card.
an obstacle.
Oh.
Oh, no, it's too late.
Too late.
Do we have anything?
What do we need? Shield? Done.
Okay, good.
there we go.
I'll keep on watching.
Arrow.
I'm going to defeat the person.
Okay, good.
I've got nothing here.
All players, discard your hand.
Oh,
that's always
there.
frustrating.
All right, another one comes up.
Okay, we need Shields. I've got, let's see here. What is this?
It's a
Monster?
monster. I can't defeat
I
monsters.
got nothing.
Anyone else? No?
Adam, take the top 4 cards from your discard pile.
Oh, from discard, eh?
Yep.
That might be good. Or not. Nope, it's not
Discard, both of you pick up 2.
All right.
Okay.
I got a shield, a
double
wild
shield.
card. Oh, done. Okay, there we go.
Thank you. Oh,
All right,
no.
jump.
I have the sword.
Wild card.
Wait a minute, that's an obstacle.
Oh.
Throw down the sword.
Do
Throw down the
it,
sword.
do it. Go, 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 go. Okay.
We're running out of
Double arrow.
Okay,
You got double arrows?
Yep.
What's the third one? Jump.
Jump?
I have it.
You do? Okay, good.
Next.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Scroll.
Jeez, I had to scroll too. What is that?
Shield. We need a shield. We need a
Can't
shield.
defeat the monster.
Okay.
Divine shield, pause time.
Pause time. Okay, great.
All
Okay,
right, so
so
you
now
use
we're
the
going to
pause time
coordinate.
card?
When we do the pause time, we're going to coordinate what we
So all
need.
players draw 1 card. And
Okay.
make sure you draw up to your 4. And then
Yep.
draw 1 card.
All right, I can steal another player's hand.
I have
if
shields.
necessary. Oh, you've got him. Okay.
I've got shields. So we're
You
ready
got
to-
shields?
we're ready to-
Okay.
And I have the holy hand grenade can be used to defeat something
Ooh, okay.
if we need to at the
Okay.
end.
Perfect. Okay.
Ready? Okay, we're going to resume. Go.
Go.
Done.
Yep.
Okay. I got arrow. I got jump.
I don't have the shield.
I do not have the shield.
Ryan, draw 4 from your discard pile.
Discard pile.
Okay.
Did
Oh,
not give
sorry.
you shield.
Ah,
What did
took
you
it
do
away
there?
too fast. Okay, we
need
still
it.
need a shield.
Screw it. Defeat a person.
All right, done.
Should have played that earlier. All cares.
Discard
Discard
3 cards. Oh, man.
Shoot.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm running out. I'm at my last 3 cards. This is going to be tough.
All right.
I got jump.
I have a jump.
We need a shield.
I got nothing.
All right, I'm stealing your hand.
Alright.
Thank you. Toss that.
I got shield.
You got
Okay,
shield.
good.
Done. Okay.
We're running.
2
out of
swords.
time.
Done.
Okay, good.
Arrow. I'm out
Got an
here.
arrow and a sword. Good.
Done. Okay.
What have we got left here?
A little bit of mix of
man.
everything.
I have a jump and a shield and a arrow.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, so all we need is
Sword.
a sword. I can't draw any cards. Oh, shoot.
All players draw 3 cards from their discard pile. Help
From the
potion.
discard?
Okay, so we just need a
And
sword.
now I have a sword.
Okay,
Okay,
excellent.
good.
Done.
That one's gone.
Arrow.
Scroll.
Okay, got
You
it.
got good.
Okay, we need 2 swords.
Scroll.
Defeat a person.
Oh,
Oh,
alright.
beautiful.
Hey, boss.
Holy hand grenade.
Oh.
Oh, with 1 minute 3 seconds to go.
right, so-
Done.
If we didn't have the holy hand grenade, did we have enough? Just
Did
out of
we have enough to
curiosity
do
while
the
we're
whole
filming?
thing?
Out of
I would have
curiosity.
had an arrow.
I have another arrow.
I have definitely had 3 of these, but we're running out of.
2 swords.
two
I don't have it now. I can
swords.
discard 3 cards to allow both of you to pick up 2, which only you can do.
And no.
So we might.
All right, let's just call it here.
So
we
we
did
ran out of
win.
cards, but we did.
But we did beat it.
Holy
Okay.
hand grenade
It's
does
good.
that. Yep.
Awesome.
So that was the game.
I know.
Wasn't it fast? So fast. Of course, we finished a little bit early. Keep in mind that the baby barbarian is not very hard
Not
to
that
defeat.
challenging. You may find, and that's what I like about this game is that, well, for if you're playing a couple of people, in this case we had our 3-person run through, it's very, very difficult to get through all the bosses, almost impossible. We've never actually done it ourselves. Maybe some of you are super fast and super awesome can actually get through it. You have to, and it's one of those games that when you talk about certain games where you are waiting around for other and you have paralysis and like analysis paralysis, this is not one of those ones. You have to make quick decisions.
Yes.
It doesn't matter if you're optimizing, the perfect, throwdown. If you're wasting a 2 symbol card when you only needed 1, sometimes you just have to make those choices. It's quick, it's fast moving, and you've got to act on the fly. So you are allowed to, as time goes on, because the nature of the big bosses will have maybe different variety or just more items that you'll need to finally defeat them. And so you can, between levels, choose different characters to think, okay, well, certain types of characters may have one type of weapon over another, and how do you best optimize that? Obviously, it's a little easier when you have more people, fewer cards per hand though, but the more people you have, the easier it is to try to maybe defeat them and progress further in the game.
Yeah, and they've made adjustments for that. So, the more players there are, the more of these cards there are.
Yep.
And so there's definitely adjustments, but we did find that with fewer players, it did seem a little bit more difficult.
But not
there
in a
is that.
frustrating bad way though, because the nature of this
Right.
game, because it's so quick paced, that's where the level of excitement gets heightened. I don't think if there was ever a time where if it was just like casual dungeon, it really wouldn't work the same way as if you have, 5 5 minutes, that's it. Because we were a little more subdued and calm when filming, because, you know, we don't be screaming at you on camera. But when you're actually playing in a casual setting, it can actually get a little more hectic and just frantic. And we're just like, go, go, boom, 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 boom. You know, and that's where I think the enjoyment of the game really comes from, is how you're reacting to the game as you're playing it. And I think that's where the timer itself, it adds a lot of excitement. I really enjoy playing this game.
Yeah. So, yeah, my impression as well, I feel that it's a great game to introduce new people to games. It's not necessarily a board game, but as a fast-playing, cooperative, real-time game, it has a lot of cool elements to it. One thing I'll say is that, my general impression is that when you finish playing, you really feel a sense of accomplishment, because for everyone, there are some moments where we're like, oh, everyone's trying to find something. You're like, I've got it. Boom. Right.
Yes.
So it's so much fun to do that. And so at the end, when you defeat the boss, you're like, yeah, I kind of defeated the boss. We did it. Right. So you kind of feel that team feeling.
Teamwork.
This would make a great team builder for like corporations or something like that. And I think in some cases it's being used in that way. But it is a great icebreaker as well, because when I was at the Comic-Con, I sat down, the designer of the game was there as well, but 2 random people sat down, and we just immediately threw ourselves into the game and had a great time. I think
that's part of the beauty of it.
Yeah.
It's simply designed. I mean, I know sometimes we usually go into artwork first, and we're kind of late to talk about that now. But I mean, imagery's great. The characters are great. I mean, some of the bosses, when you look them up, or some of the mini bosses in here, they're quite funny. And so, but you don't need to go through all that and understand the deck and understand certain powers, so thoroughly and memorize them. I mean, it is something that, people coming together who don't know each other very well can easily work with each other and get the task done. And I think that's it. When it comes to simple but well done, this is an example of that. And I think it's a fantastic job that they did.
Yeah, and I agree with her 100%. I think you should definitely, if you're thinking of getting this game, if you like the theme, you should definitely check it out. If you haven't played cooperative games before like this, I think you'll really like this one.
Yeah, so I say thumbs up.
Yep, so that's our review.
Yeah, come check out other ones. We'll see you soon.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at DicetowerNetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.